would you think if the police called you and said, a 911 call just came from this house, even though it's been abandoned for over 10 years? According to the police report, the caller was screaming for help. But the phone number belonged to a man who had already been declared dead. When officers entered the house, they found no one inside. But what they did find forced this case to be permanently labeled unexplainable. This case begins at exactly 3:12 a.m. Inside a small-town 911 dispatch center in the United States, an emergency call comes in. The man on the line is breathing heavily. His voice is shaking, as if someone is standing right next to him. Please, someone is here. Don't hang up. The call lasts 37 seconds. Then the line goes dead. The dispatcher immediately traces the call. When the address appears on the screen, she freezes. The location is a single-family house that has been officially abandoned for over a decade. No electricity, no water service, no registered occupants. Yet the signal trace is perfect. 2 police officers are dispatched to the scene. When they arrive, everything looks exactly as the records describe. The front door is locked. The windows are sealed shut. Dust and spider webs cover every corner. There are no signs of forced entry. The officers break the lock and step inside. The air feels unnaturally cold. Not the kind of cold that comes from weather, but the kind that feels wrong. The house is empty. No furniture, no personal belongings, no movement. Except for one thing. In the center of the living room, sitting on the floor, is an old landline telephone. And the most disturbing part, it isn't connected to any wires. The phone is taken to the police station for analysis. When technicians trace the number, the case takes a darker turn. The number belongs to Richard Holloway. Richard Holloway was declared dead 7 years earlier. According to police records, Richard disappeared one night without warning. 3 days later, his body was discovered in the basement of the same house. Cause of death, undetermined. The case was quickly closed. Now, years later, that same phone number has placed a 911 call. Detectives reopen the old files. And that's when inconsistencies begin to surface. The autopsy report is incomplete. Basement photographs are missing. Security footage from the night Richard died was never released to the public. An officer later admits, off the record, that even after Richard's death, multiple noise complaints were reported from that house. Whispers, footsteps, a phone ringing. Each report was dismissed. The question now becomes unavoidable. Was Richard ever truly gone? Or did something remain behind? During a second search of the house, officers discover something not listed in any records. A small, hidden room in the basement. The walls are covered in scratch marks, as if someone tried desperately to escape. On the floor, written in dried residue, are 3 words: I never left. That same night, 2 officers manually shut off their body cameras before re-entering the house. Minutes later, they run out, visibly shaken. One of them resigns within hours. By morning, the case is officially classified as unexplainable incident. The house is sealed. Files are restricted. All personnel are ordered never to discuss the case publicly. Before leaving the department, one officer quietly says, "Some people don't die. They become part of the place where something went terribly wrong." The house still stands today, empty, silent. But locals say that at exactly 3 a.m., a phone can sometimes be heard ringing inside. And when someone answers, a voice on the other end whispers, "I'm still here."